This is Carbros Patreon
Something.
only.
So,
Volume 3.
what's up, Carl?
I think it's 3.
August edition.
August.
Hot August
2019.
nights.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
Hey,
Carl.
Fellas.
Carl
Ladies.
and Co. Connor. Brendan.
you should just list all of them.
Several Chris's.
Mark and Ian.
I've chatted with half the patrons, probably
Chatting them up.
Yeah, because whenever someone joins, I'm like, "What's
Yeah,
up?
you send a
Thanks."
message. Yeah.
What's up, Jesse?
And some of them don't reply, which kind of hurts. But probably half are like, "Oh yeah, what's up?"
Yeah.
One guy, damn, I forget his name. I should look it up, but I don't have it in front of me. Otherwise, I'd totally call him out. All right, hang on, stand by. His name on here is just Omega. Sup, Omega.
Related to Alpha.
Omega 21. Anyways, I sent him a message like, "Sup, dude? Thanks for the support." And he's like, "Oh, you're welcome." Even though this is probably a canned message. I was like, "Canned message, bro? I'm sitting on my couch in my underwear." You think this is? Say no canned message. How big do you think this?
The only can is
Yeah,
the
we
can
can't
I'm eating fucking beans out of on my
Yeah, I'm
couch right
eating
now.
beans.
We can't afford bots to do this
Yeah,
kind of
what
stuff.
kind of
Yeah.
operation you think we're running here? He's like, "Oh man, I'm sorry." It's pretty sweet. Okay, do we have any opening stuff? Thanks for being a patron.
We thought about making this public, but we should get their thoughts, even though they can't.
Yeah, we're not sure.
It's fun today.
Feels like we're burning through some pretty solid topics.
We have
for
some
those.
solid ones too.
Yeah, I got a hot story to lead us off.
very
to really hook,
yeah, open
hook
up
line,
with
and
that.
sinker.
very spicy.
John's got something real special. For you
So
guys.
I was driving down to LA a couple weeks ago, and I had to stop to use the restroom.
Let's just set the scene. It's probably mid-afternoon.
Yeah, it's around noon. It's
probably-
probably like around 11.
Probably about 97 degrees outside.
Yeah. You know, middle of summer, Central California.
It's a warm summer day.
A little dusty
And,
outside.
it was in one of those dead zones in Central California where there's like a 30-minute span in between towns where it's literally just farmland and nothing.
Tumbleweeds.
Yeah. And so I look up on my map and there's a Shell station, a couple exits away. And I'm like, all right, I'm stopping here. So I pull over, get out, typical just, run of the mill Shell gas station in the middle of nowhere.
We've all been there.
Yeah, but actually pretty high traffic because, like I said, it is in the middle of nowhere and it's like the only gas station. So I go into the restroom, push the stall door. It's occupied. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'll just wait. I'm sitting there, standing there for about a couple minutes.
That's awkward.
Probably about 4 minutes go by, maybe. I don't know. Decent amount of time. And then I hear some activity going on in there, some
wrestling,
pants
some wrestling
being
about.
pulled up, some.
I like how this has nothing to do with cars.
Yeah, hold on.
It's rest area restroom stories. It's on the road restroom stories.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, continue.
So I'm standing there and I'm not about to make eye contact with this person when they're coming out, but so and then I'm expecting to hear the sound of the toilet flush, so business is done.
Sure.
But instead of that, you hear the lock on the door open. Oh, just that's the next sound effect I hear. And so because of this startled thing, I do look up and I make direct eye contact with this guy as he's exiting.
Gentleman.
This gentleman as he's exiting the stall, and I don't think he heard me come in because when he sees me, he has just this deer in the headlights look of
He's
just
startled.
oh fuck.
Well, you were probably just chilling there quietly.
Yeah, I'm just standing there. Yeah,
creeping minutes, right?
looking at my phone or something. I'm not making
Checking
a lot
your
of
stocks.
activity. Yeah,
You gotta every.
tapping on the door. Hurry it up in there.
Make eye contact through the crack.
And I'm like, okay. And so we just cross paths, and he just immediately exits the restroom. Is that you looking through the crack of the door? Yeah, it's just seeing what's going on.
You see the
Got a little
see the
psycho.
lights of his eyes.
Continue.
Continue.
Wait. Hold on.
I think you have to get your composure back.
Okay, continue.
So he has exited the restroom without washing his hands, which whatever.
God. And flushing, right?
And, no flush.
No wash.
No
He
wash.
just walked out. a fucking boss.
Yeah.
It's your problem now,
Yeah.
bitch.
So I walk in, and of course, the sight you see in the toilet is just a big floating turd, which I get to deal with.
Could have been worse.
But no, the here's the kicker though. I remember this. There's no toilet paper in the bladder.
oh,
There's just a big floating turd, no toilet paper.
oh,
So he's done his business.
They're fresh out.
triple
No,
threat.
no, there was an abundance amount of toilet paper.
He just chose
in the bowl. There is no toilet
I see, I
paper.
He
see.
just didn't use it.
So
I
he
see.
just
I
didn't.
I
use
thought
it.
you meant there.
No.
Man.
He did his business, pulled up his pants, and walked out.
Split.
Just left.
That's rough.
So yeah, that was a nice thing. And then of course,
That's a
He
new.
was probably in a hurry.
That's a new bottom.
no. Well, when I'm done and I leave the restroom, he's standing in line to buy a hot dog.
He's like fucking reaching in there.
Yeah.
He's like smelling them and putting them back and shit.
So yeah,
wow.
he's just filling up the tank again. I guess he's just emptied the tank.
Just passing through.
Yeah.
You meet all sorts.
Time to eat some finger food, I guess.
Yeah, he's
after
like
that activity.
buying flaming hot Cheetos.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
So that was the lovely experience.
Yeah, I don't know why.
So what kind of restroom area stories do our Patreon listeners?
We're really bringing the heat for the patrons. That's what you guys get for paying money.
We joked about how we hope
How is
someone's
that
like,
related to cars?
Well, he drove a car there.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right,
just
that's
stop
right,
on the
that's
road, man.
Okay.
You're on the
That's
road.
true.
And the type of restrooms you're forced to use.
20 minutes before the story took place, he was operating a car. So
There you go.
carte blanche.
And presumably the guy who left the stall also has a
Both
vehicle
them
of some
there.
sort.
Yeah.
Now we're up to 2 cars in this story. So there's that. Yeah, I don't really have any restroom.
On the road restroom story.
I don't think. I always go to Starbucks if
Yeah.
I have to
Yeah.
use the
Starbucks
bathroom.
aren't really like on the. Well, I guess sometimes they are, but
They're pretty good, man. And those restrooms are like
I mean, I don't really picture like Starbucks in the middle of nowhere
they're reasonable.
when nature calls.
Yeah, it's probably not in like the dead zone.
Right.
But Starbucks bathroom, like I've said this before.
Don't Starbucks usually need like a code? Or
No,
some shit
only
that?
like really. But I'll buy whatever. I'll buy like a caramel macchiato and throw it in the trash. I don't
Yeah.
care.
dump it into the toilet.
Yeah. I think Starbucks' best product, the best thing that they make is their bathroom experience.
All right.
Signature.
I think because it's consistent restaurant to restaurant.
Yeah.
It's like solid.
It's
Yeah, it's a
comforting.
single,
Solid,
like, you get to lock the door behind you. Yeah.
It's a little stretch out, wash your clothes and hang them up.
Yeah. Except when a homeless
little
person,
nap.
depending on where you stop, the homeless person could go in there and
Yeah,
lock the door
maybe.
and be in there for 30 minutes doing God knows what.
Yeah, I have not had that experience, but yeah, I generally try to find a Starbucks if I gotta go. Bathroom rest stops probably the worst.
Yeah,
That's
I just always try to like not eat when I'm going to be driving
You
somewhere.
pre-plan? Yeah.
24 hours in advance. It's like
No,
surgery.
I just try to kind of not load up before I'm heading out on
Yeah.
the road. Wait till I get to my destination.
Right.
I go for it. I give a fuck. Chimichanga, I don't care.
Like right now, I would not feel it after that Popeyes we just did.
Right.
I wouldn't feel like hopping on the
road.
hopping on the interstate.
I roll the dice. I live my life a little dangerously. Okay, so if you thought that didn't have
Yeah,
much
try to
to
follow
do
that up, Coin.
with anything, here's literally just a thought I had that would be funny. Because where I work downtown, it's like if you leave your car. Oh no, this is what it was. I was in Sacramento, where parking is even more strict.
Yeah.
Downtown, it's like 2-hour parking, whatever.
Even with a meter. Yeah.
Yeah, that's metered and you can only
Limited.
stay there for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I was kind of thinking, like, how sweet would it be? You know, when you buy a car at like CarMax or whatever, and they put that big stupid bow on it.
Yeah.
Like, you just bought a new car or whatever, like Lexus, and they have those like joke things. How sweet would it be to put a bow, like park a car somewhere and put a big bow on it? And then leave it there? Like, I feel like if you just carry the bow with you.
Or it has like a sweet note, like "Congrats on beating cancer."
Yeah, or something.
Oh, I can't tell this.
Like, yeah, you
Sorry.
think someone's gonna put a ticket on that thing? It's got a huge bow on it. Like, you're gonna fuck up someone's graduation present. That's kind of thing. It'd be sweet to just like wherever you travel, Just have that giant bow in the back.
You're cancer free. Congrats. I know it's been tough.
Like throw it on the car. Like I know you're flat broke, but like at least you don't have cancer. Like put it on the car. Like just see. Maybe we should just do that and set up a camera
See what happens.
and like see the cops.
We should,
like
we should put a
struggle.
bow on the Fieri at Car Week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Just having a bow. I feel like that could come in. It could come in handy.
I can't remember what movie it is, but there's like the joke where the guy has like a fake boot and he puts it on his car and then he like pulls it off of it.
Yeah. What is that?
I forgot.
Okay. Carl B. Daewoo Fantasy. What is that?
What's up, Carl?
What's up, Carl? Carl B.
So this was a response to, I think it was episode 47. Yeah.
Oh, digging
The Big 4-7.
a couple weeks ago. Yeah, the Big 4-7.
I remember it well.
As you remember. It was about, we talked about badge engineering.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Bravada, whatever.
And various Honda,
Yeah,
Isuzu,
Isuzu
whatever.
Ascender. recall.
He brought some fire in the comments.
Oh, did he?
He was talking about the.
Is the comment to the video or a comment on Patreon?
It was actually a comment on YouTube. So,
oh, okay.
yeah. So, actually, do you remember your mom still has Le Mans, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Coin's mom has a 60.
My mom bought a 1969 Pontiac Le Mans, which is like it basically looks like a GTO.
Yeah,
it's just
pretty
kind of
close.
like
Doesn't have as big of a motor.
yeah, it'd be like a 5-liter Mustang versus like a rental one, like
Yeah.
the same
Yeah.
body, just
Right.
like that was cool. So it's 69 Pontiac Le Mans, and that was her. I think it was the first car she bought new.
Still has a
And
six-
it's still
50
like
50 years later.
Yeah, like my dad won't get rid of
Yeah.
it. She like hates it.
Uh-huh.
She like
It just sits there.
she really wants it to because it's ugly.
Yeah.
it's an old. It's not like oh she's kept it. It's
Yeah.
like
I remember you and your brother got it running in high school.
so my brother's 3 years older than me, and
Sup, Chris?
Yeah,
hey, Chris.
Oh yeah, he is a patron.
Yeah.
he got it running. He wanted it to be like his car,
Right, in high school.
And so I think it sat for like 15. I don't know.
Didn't it have like leaded gas in the tank or something? I remember
Yeah,
you had to
it-
drain the gas tank.
Yeah, the gas tank was all fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a whole process.
Right.
And so he got it running at one point and drove it for a bit and then like stopped
Yeah.
driving it. And then like my dad got it's like it's had phases, but it's never been nice.
Right.
And so she just like hates this thing.
It's an
And
eyesore.
like really wants it to go away. And my dad does not want to sell it. And now it's so old that I'm kind of getting to the point where it's like, well, we can't fucking sell it.
Fix that thing up, bro.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that'd be a good just like LS1 swap or something basic.
Yeah.
Just kind of like turn into a driver. Anyways,
Anyway,
yes,
so
she still has
So,
it.
so remember, I remember we used to talk about that, but you remember there's like the newer Le Mans.
Yeah, they made
Yeah.
another one
Like in
in
the-
like the early 80s or something.
I think like late. Yeah, I think it was like late-ish 80s.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was a Daewoo.
oh, was it?
That was sold
Underneath?
here
Oh.
as the Pontiac Le Mans.
Let's put a picture up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put a picture of both. We'll put a picture of like a 69
All right, here's
and
the,
then an 89.
here's the pre and post. And then here's also the Daewoo. what is the Daewoo version?
Here it was called the Pontiac Le Mans.
Oh, there
But-
was no Daewoo version.
I don't think so. But according to the great Carl B.,
Yeah.
he apparently, speaking of badge engineering, that car has. Well, I guess I could just read down some of the.
Wait, but what is the Daewoo version called, even though it's not in America?
You're about to find out.
Oh, it's in the story. Oh, I'm just chomping at the bit.
There's many different names this car's been sold under. Apparently, all
right, hit it.
Carl B knew all of them somehow. So
Of course he did.
it's Pontiac Le Mans, Daewoo Le Mans.
Oh.
Okay, the Asuna GT, which I think might be an Opel.
Okay.
There's the Asuna SE, the Daewoo 1.5i, my personal favorite, the Daewoo Fantasy.
Fuck, blowing a name like that on that car.
How is Daewoo get like so many models out of one car? Is
Maybe different.
Don't ask
mark-
fucking me, bro.
Yeah, ask Carl, bro. It's Carl's
All
fault.
right,
for not
continuing on.
Yeah.
Also, the Daewoo Pointer,
Okay, pretty good.
the Daewoo Racer,
Man, it's like half of its line.
the Passport Optima,
All right.
Wait, Passport was the
The brand.
brand?
apparently, and the Opel Kadett.
All right.
Damn. The Daewoo Fantasy. Like,
And according to Carl, there was a like a 24 hours of lemons
Yeah.
team that had one.
What, the Daewoo Fantasy?
Well, one of those cars, like a
one
Le
of
Mans
them?
or something. But and they put the badges from all of them.
Oh, from
Yeah.
all of them,
Onto the
all
same
over it. It had fantasy badges on the fender.
Damn, Daewoo! I can't think of a fucking funnier
Yeah.
Yeah,
Daewoo Fantasy.
I think that could take down Kia Rondo. Fuck. We were joking about like one thing we really wanted to do, and now that we've done all the cobalt theory shit, we even more want to do it, is a video comparison of just like what's the worst car?
let's find.
Or like, what's the, because they'll do like, what's the fastest lightning lap, and like car and drivers, like car of the year, just like what's
Yeah.
the fucking worst
Like the car showdown kind of format.
yeah, like a showdown format, which is like the
Worst
worst.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tires
yeah.
de-beating off of wheels.
Yeah, just like coming up with tests for like you drive to a high school and no one looks at it, or like whatever it is. But like probably the biggest motivator for that would be the like kind of the like racetrack shot.
Oh, yeah.
You get like up in like a lift
Yeah.
for the photographer.
All of them.
And they were like staged all
Sunset.
cool. Yeah, and there's like a fucking Sable wagon and a Daewoo Fantasy and stuff. Just like it's like
It literally just looks like a junkyard.
they're just
like,
super
yeah.
mediocre cars. Like worst car? Question mark? Question mark? Fuck, man. Someday. I mean, that'd be a big undertaking, but it'd be pretty sweet. Oh man.
So thanks for that, Carl.
Yeah, thanks, Carl. That was solid. I almost feel dumb like jumping into a real topic after that scorcher of a lineup. So this is just something I was thinking about. I don't know how much like meat is on this bone, but speaking of the Le Mans, like the whole kind of birth of muscle cars and stuff from that era, from like 60s or whatever, it's just like, okay, here's a normal sized car, and let's just stuff a really big motor in it,
Right.
that we already kind of had, or like here's our small car,
With the motor from a larger
and let's
car.
take the motor from the larger car and put it in there. And since they were already making bigger motors, it was like, yeah, totally, this is like
Yeah,
awesome.
why not?
And like, let's do it. Yeah, and then you end up with like big block V8 in a Camaro or something. It's like kind of ridiculous stuff. And I was thinking about it today because people are always like, "Why don't they put a V8 in things?" Or like the old days or whatever. Like, why don't they do like bring the muscle car back and that kind of stuff? And it's like, I was thinking about like the BRZ is a good example of that. Essentially, is a pony car, muscle car, because it has the motor from Subaru's bigger car. It's a sports car with the motor from their bigger car, but the motor just like
I thought the motor was
sucks.
made specifically for the BRZ.
Oh, was it? I thought that thing comes in like the Impreza.
I think
and stuff
like
also?
a version.
Maybe.
Of it does.
I don't know.
Oh,
I think it's like
really?
a little.
Anyways, here goes that argument. We should have stuck with the Daewoo Fantasy topic.
Yeah.
Well, I guess what I was just realizing is like there just isn't this abundance of like bigger,
Right.
cooler motors to get stuffed into
Everything
smaller
has the same
stuff.
Yeah.
fucking motor in it.
Yeah, it's like Honda's kind of a good example. It's like everything has a 1.5 liter
Right.
Yeah.
turbo motor or something, and like when you're begging for the bigger stuff, you're like, please put the 2 liter.
Give me that extra 500 cc.
Put the 2 liter in there. So I don't know. It's like it doesn't surprise me that brands do that stuff less.
Well, I mean, at the lower end of things, I mean, Mercedes puts the 6.2 and everything, like the C63.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, you're right.
and and Dodge puts the Hellcat motor in there.
I guess the muscle car still does exist.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like not in like the everyday man's car. It's
Literally, the
kinda-
only example I had of this was BRZ.
Yeah.
You guys just like
You mean the 2-seat like purpose built?
you guys just like crapped on it. Yeah, modern pony car.
That's why people listen.
Yeah. This podcast is really just a testing grounds for public facing topics. Well, fuck that topic.
All right, moving on.
Clean that up in post.
Let's edit that one out. Yeah, clean that one up, John. Make me
I'll do
sound-
my best,
Make
yeah.
me sound
Like,
smart.
yeah,
I'll just put pictures of random Daewoos across it, so the audience
Yeah.
will be distracted.
At the end of this, I'll just record a bunch of different buzzwords and you reconstruct them into like
Yeah.
smart sounding sentences.
That's not going to happen. I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
Make them sound smart.
Yeah. Now I'm,
Use the algorithm.
use the. Now I'm glad this is on the Patreon. I wouldn't like to goof that.
This is going to go
hard.
public, bro.
Yeah, no way. All right, factory prepped race cars.
Oh, so yeah, I've been thinking about this for a while, but it's kind of like how supercars are specifically aimed just at like rich people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's like, especially lately, it's like the market like skews heavily.
Yeah, there's like seems like every fucking month there's a new like. Have you seen the latest
Right.
like hyper car
it's
from
like-
whoever
it's
the
like,
fuck?
It's like I don't care.
It's like no, I haven't.
And I mean, I guess there's always been cars marketed towards the wealthy, but like seems like especially now
Seems pretty heavy these
Yeah,
days.
it's like just fucking chase that like
yeah.
Yeah.
crate. But the thing that's surprisingly cheap to buy that I would think more wealthy people would buy is just fucking race cars,
Yeah. Actual
because almost
ones that were raced, you mean?
no, I mean like you can buy like a brand new like a Porsche GT3 whatever they're like RSR and like Acura and like almost every company makes.
They make a
Like something
factory race
that's
car?
like built for the track.
Right, but it's like it's built specifically for competition. Like it's like this is built, GT3.
Oh.
But you can't drive it on the street, right?
No,
Is
it's
that
like
correct?
it's like purely like it'd be purely a toy.
I think you're answering your own question because most people
want
want
to show off.
Yeah, if you can't put golf clubs in it
Yeah.
and fucking go serious, dude. I think that's
The thing
like
is, they're not even that expensive. Like I think you can buy like an NSX GT3. I think it's like 300 grand or something.
and a basic one is like 250 or something.
Yeah, like
a street.
180 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it just I don't know how those things will hold their value.
You'd think awesome.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think you actually need to be like a race. I don't know if you could just be fucking rich and just buy one.
Right.
Yeah,
Imagine like
'cause-
if you wanted to have a car just to take to the track to
Yeah,
drive.
that. Like,
Yeah.
just
Like
get
a
that.
they have like center locking hubs and like full key. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's fucking ready to
Yeah,
go.
imagine like a race version of the original NSX now.
Yeah.
You'd think that would be like crazy
Yeah,
desirable.
and there's, I mean, like
popular.
there's the with the Mercedes AMG GT. That's like the coupe, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like you can get like the GT3 version, like just like ready to go. Like here it is.
Yeah,
Right.
they look fucking
And
killer.
they're not. I mean, they're expensive, but they're not.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah,
it's like
if you
cheaper
can afford
than,
one, you can
yeah,
afford
it's
it.
cheaper than a Ferrari. I
Right.
think.
Yeah.
That's like a road legal Ferrari.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't see more of those.
And even Hunt, there's like a Civic Type R and like a Golf,
Yeah.
like touring, like spec, like comes
Yeah.
with everything you need. Like
Have you ever seen one of those at the track that's not?
no, I mean I've seen them. I've seen them racing.
Yeah,
like,
but
in their
not in
series.
their series.
No, I've never seen one. Maybe I've seen one like testing or something, but not like just bought this for fun.
Right.
I wonder if you can then.
I don't-
Makes me wonder. If
I would
it's
think if you
possible.
fucking have the money, you could anyone.
They
could
don't
buy
care.
it.
They just fucking get it.
As far as I know,
Yeah.
I mean, there's like McLaren. I mean, like everyone makes a race car.
Yeah.
Similar to that is don't they make like drag prepped like Camaros
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Mustangs
Yeah,
and stuff?
yeah.
I don't
sa-
see that stuff getting.
The same thing. Those are
purchased that much
Yeah,
either.
those aren't street legal, but yeah,
It's like
same
teams
thing.
will buy them, I'm sure, to actually
Yeah,
compete with
right.
them. It's like, wouldn't you want the?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to own it? You could still like go up and down your driveway,
Yeah, or yeah,
Or just tow it to the track. Yeah.
or just drive it to Cars and Coffee.
Yeah.
a lot of people have fucking, or just get a dealer plate and put it on it.
Yeah, fuck it. You could drive it around like Monterey,
Yeah.
or Hot August nights or something.
Damn, that'd be fucking sweet.
Yeah, I think you're onto something
Yeah,
here.
if I ever got a single
Now we
race,
just
I'd,
need,
I'd
like,
just start buying a bunch of fucking race cars.
Yeah, now we just need like 600 grand.
That's it, and
Yeah.
like a truck to carry
That's
it.
it. Kickstarter.
Some mechanics to work on it.
Yeah, fire it off. Okay, well, here's a topic of similar enthusiast interest. Man, we're all over the fucking map. This I know this one doesn't have any bones on it, but I was just thinking driving an electric car. Cause like it's just like, I don't know, it's a little bit different. I don't know how to introduce this, but in a gas powered car, when you run the heater, you're essentially like helping the car.
Yeah.
Cause you're taking
Drawing
heat.
warmth
Yeah, you're
away.
stealing block heat.
Yeah.
And so like if it's overheating, it's like turn the heater on or
Yeah.
on a racetrack or something. But an electric car, that's probably the most
Yeah, and their
Detrimental
Their range
thing.
just like plummets when it's cold, anyways.
Yeah, I can't think of something that like draws more power than just heat. There's like heating element. I'm not sure how they work, if they like heat water or if it's just an electric.
I think it's water. I think that's some different versions. There's different styles. But
Yeah, but it was just making me think like the heater is kind of like on a gas powered car, you just turn it on. But like on an electric car, like I'll see quite a bit of people with like windows down in like Priuses or like
Conserve.
I haven't seen too many of them in threes, but like Leaf or something.
Yeah.
When it's like hot outside, they'll have the windows down. And I think because they're like, oh, the range, it's getting all fucked up.
I won't be able to get home.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of an interesting thing how like the heater's free essentially on a gas powered car, but like very much not.
Yeah.
On a
Well, the good thing is
electric
most
car.
electric cars have like the like preheating, like preconditioning that you can do.
To the battery
Yeah, I mean like
or to the interior,
Like my Honda has it where there's like it's kind of like remote start on a gas car.
and it gets the AC or the climate control ready.
Right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think you can do it even when it's not plugged in. But obviously, if you do it when it is plugged
Oh,
in,
I see.
it doesn't draw anything.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty smart.
I use that quite a bit, especially not this time of year.
Oh,
It's
really?
fucking hot.
Just get into the car and it's all nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
you can just like okay, it's 72 degrees in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you only have to sweat for the like 6 seconds between your front door
Yeah.
and your car or whatever. Yeah, that's not bad. Speaking of getting into a car that is not prepped, when we were talking about washing cars, we were all kind of like talking about how much faster a car feels.
All of us were.
It was unanimous.
Yeah, unanimous.
We were all like,
Consent.
we were all just agreeing and then laughing at how much we were agreeing that cars feel faster.
How
if
great
you
of a
wash
take
them.
it was.
Yeah, we were just high fiving. But I don't know why this came to me, but like oftentimes I'll wash a car. It's either I'll wash a car or I'll just go out to move a car for some reason. Like, oh, pull my car into the garage, or like, hey, such and such is leaving. Can you move your car? Just anytime where it's like sunny outside and you decide to try to drive a leather equipped interior car shirtless. You know?
I mean, when would you not be shirtless?
For whatever reason, that's what I'm saying. It's like sometimes that's when you're washing a car, but just like Jim needs to leave. Can you move your car? And like, oh shit, you like run outside.
I can't fucking remember the last time I've been shirtless
Yeah.
outside.
Are you serious? I'm like always shirtless. That's like my default. Shirts. Who's wearing a shirt these days?
You're gonna just have to podcast shirtless from. I mean, if you feel more comfortable.
Shirts are the new
Yeah.
inefficiency.
We're just not going to see eye to eye on this one.
No, I don't think so.
What do? You just wash your shirt like a chump? I'm not wasting the laundry.
I mean, sometimes a t-shirt is very confining.
Yeah, screw that. Look, I'm just saying it happens where you'll get into a hot car shirtless.
I mean, the same thing technically can happen on your legs too if you're wearing
Yeah, I was gonna say if
shorts.
you're wearing shorts.
Who's wearing shorts short enough to? What kind of shorts are you wearing?
Crazy dudes.
Yeah.
They're like the back of your
Yeah,
calves.
they
and
could.
stuff,
They could. I mean, girls too. Girls wear shorts. Like when girls get into a leather
Yeah,
car.
there's people other than just men on this planet. Okay,
Okay. I don't know if we have.
chauvinist.
Do we have female patrons? I guess we do.
Isn't Lena?
No, I don't think Lena is.
Damn.
Christina.
I hope she'll hear this.
There's one, Christina, I think. What's up, Christina?
Hey,
Anyways,
she knows what we're talking about. These
Getting
We
days.
might have to make this public.
Getting into a hot leather equipped car
With no shirt on and
exposed
Daisy
skin.
Dukes.
Yeah, wearing your underwear only.
Wearing your cutoff shirt.
I feel like the back is more. Well, you just end up like trying to drive without touching.
Yeah.
Like your legs are going to touch. You can't float.
Well, I mean, if you had a strong enough core, you could.
Levitate.
You could just
You're
be
just not
in-
working out
You
enough.
could be in like a pistol squat
Yeah,
or whatever that's
yeah.
called. I don't know if there's a point to this. It sucks. That's what I was
Let's
going to
just
say.
say.
Shocking.
When you lay your
Hot
back,
leather, touching bare skin is not pleasant.
it's not pleasant.
That's a fresh take.
Yeah, you're not gonna hear these takes anywhere else, folks.
We could also just throw in like metal shift knob.
Metal, yeah, that one's
That one's been done.
Scorching.
that one does suck. Metal shift knobs.
Remember a
These
couple
things
weeks
get
ago when I was talking about like, oh, I don't understand why people don't just fix their AC because it's super easy.
Yeah,
So I drove the STI yesterday to work,
yeah.
and it turns out the AC doesn't work. So I
Thought
guess
you recharged.
I
it.
did recharge it in like December
You just
or
gotta
January.
you
or
just gotta
something.
recharge it
So
again,
I'm
bro.
guessing it either has it has a leak somewhere.
Just fix the O-rings, bro.
I totally did, yeah. So
It's like 30
maybe
bucks.
it's not as easy as I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, it might I don't know if the compressor. I fixed all the O-rings in the hard lines, so I'm guessing the leak has to be in the compressor somewhere.
Oh, it worked for a second.
Yeah, it worked
there.
for like months. Yeah,
And you were all high and mighty.
Yeah, when we drove to when we did the track day in Button Willow. I mean, it wasn't like hot that day, but I was using the AC on the track.
And now,
But now
You were using the AC while you're on the track.
no, like in between.
Oh,
yeah,
like
yeah.
waiting.
Yeah, waiting.
cruising.
Yeah.
Just gives a shit.
I don't give a fuck.
10 horsepower. I don't
On the
care.
Type R things, so like we recommend you run the heater when you're
Yeah.
when you're on the track.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too bad.
But yeah, so I drove it yesterday, and I was like, it's kind of hot. This AC's not
A
working.
little toasty.
What's going on? You're like waiting for it to cool down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how about an update on those seats? Have you sold them?
I have not. No. You already know, yeah. Well, like minutes before recording, we got another bite from a gentleman.
Let's not say we.
Okay, I
So you-
got another bite,
John's the one who's.
Well, we laughed at you.
which I pointed out.
Yeah,
Do you
we
remember
laughed.
when did you get the new seats?
I don't know, 2-3 months ago.
Do you remember like the minute you got them? Like you're never gonna sell them.
I do. It's recorded that we were like talking shit
every
about
like
you.
every week or once a week, I would say someone messages me like, "Are these still available?" So it always starts, and most of the time, like the person's interested, like, "Oh yeah, totally, I'm gonna come check them out. Let's do this."
Knowing that guy was gonna come.
Yeah, and then
he
like
didn't come.
it was last week. A guy was like, "Oh, would you take this?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's been so long. Sure, I'll knock like a couple $100 off of it." And he was like, "All right, sweet. Like I'll meet you tomorrow. I'll pick him up. It'd be awesome." And then I go to bed and wake up the next morning to a message that he sent at like 1 a.m. be like, "Something's going on with PayPal.
He was
Oh, sorry,
stressing.
bro." He like
Stressing out.
And I was like, "Oh, it's shocking." They're not so.
I'm assuming everyone knows what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
But like John bought some Brid seats.
Yeah, I swapped out the Brid seats
On,
in
like,
my
episode-
Slightly larger ones.
Yeah.
Episode 17 or something.
right. It wasn't that
And
long.
he was like, I'm going to sell these. And we
Yeah.
were like, no, you're not.
Some guy, but yeah, like I said, minutes before recording,
Spoiler
some,
alert, yes.
some guy messaged me and he's like, "Would you be interested in trading them for a Project S14 car?"
Oh, yeah.
240SX.
And we immediately said, you should get pictures of that.
And we
Here's
did.
some pictures of the car that, by the way, this is the S14. This guy wanted to trade John for like a seat, possibly one, but probably 2 seats.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet looking. This is just the current state of 240.
John said no.
I said, well, immediately I said, "Send me some pics," and he sent like 7 pictures, and then like probably maybe a second after receiving all 7 pictures, I immediately said, "No thanks."
It's cool, bro. You think the seats are hard to get rid of? That project car
Yeah,
is really
good luck with that.
Sitting in the
10x
weeds.
10x worse. Okay, here's a little something. Here's a little something that happened to me that I don't have a very good track record for saying things that I think are relatable.
And then everyone's like, dude, you're so. I was thinking the same
You
exact
know when you're just like at the grocery store shirtless, and then you gotta get into your leather
apparently-
seat.
your freshly washed car.
Yeah, they apparently are not relatable. So you tell me if you guys do this. Well, so I do this thing where like I think it's funny. Where when I see someone I know driving, like you're driving and you see someone else you know driving, which first of all is like this weird deal. You're like,
Hey, yeah.
It's like you see them.
I know that guy.
You're
Yeah,
also
you know.
driving.
You see
Who would've
them-
thought?
You see them regularly, but like when they're in a car and
Yeah.
you're in a car, it's like funny. We're both in cars. It's like they are. You're like honking and
Where
like,
are you going?
Waving at them. You were just like texting them like seconds ago. Yeah, where are you operating your car to? Anyways, the thing that I will do is if it's on like I'll be like, oh, that's like here comes like Greg or something in his Corvette or whatever. Like if it's on just a 2-lane road, like do other people do this? I'll like if they don't see me, I'll like I'll kind of like
Jerk, like you're driving behind them, or
no, I'm coming at them.
Oh, I see.
And I'll like fucking like fake going into their lane. You know? You don't do that?
No.
Just to like scare the shit out of them.
You know, just goofing.
Yeah, just kind of like
maybe causing
just-
them to
you just,
swerve
like-
into a light pole.
yeah, and they're like, oh shit, then they'll see it's you.
In a jokingly
and
manner.
it's funny.
just goofing.
Just somebody else does that. It's fucking hilarious. Anyway, so I was like, oh, here comes my friend. Because I have this friend Joy, and she drives a Chevy Sonic. So it was like,
Oh,
you know, it's like
yeah, it's-
dinky little kind of
Yeah.
shitboxy thing. And I was like, oh, here comes Joy, and she starts coming up, and I do like a full fucking
Fake
give her the old pump fake. I was like, it's gonna be funny. And I do it. It was like not her. it was
Some other shit.
it was way not her. And so I'm like, I'm just like smiling at this woman I drive by who's not my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, that didn't look funny at all. But she's in a car. I can't like explain.
Yeah.
It's
Stop.
this thing that I
Pull
do
over.
that like,
Yeah.
some people think
She's
is
already
funny.
passed you
Yeah,
at
she
this
just gave
point.
me this like terrified look.
Look at this asshole in his Forerunner.
Anyways, trust me, it's really funny if you do it well because it catches people off guard. I find it to be
You're like driving across the median on a
Yeah.
freeway.
yeah. It only works at like low speed, and yeah. If you
Sure.
see him like walking,
Yeah.
I'll just be driving my car after I wash it shirtless, and I'll see someone I know on the side of the road. Oh man.
It's kind of like when we drive anywhere together, like in separate cars, but we're driving. It's like if we ever pull next to each other, like you have to.
You
do
have
like,
to, yeah, you have to do the fake
Yeah, you have
revving,
to.
yeah, or the
you
race.
Have to, you have to do like some.
Yeah, you have to like
really
look over.
stupid-
Yeah.
It's like so fucking like
You want
funny.
to go? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, we're gonna head to Taco Bell. Like, yeah, 2 cars or whatever. Then immediately it's just like fucking with each other the whole way.
Unwritten rule.
Yeah, you're just like roll up to Taco Bell, just dying laughing.
Or you do like the Paul Walker thing where you just like look over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Never look back.
Pull up and start revving. Or like you both get to a light and one of you like punch it for like half a
Yeah.
second. Yeah, it's pretty much like endlessly funny. Okay, let's do one more.
Do you remember?
So we got one more.
Speaking of being at lights, remember what Matt Schrey used to do?
Yeah, we have a friend Matt.
What's up, Matt?
Oh,
What's
so
up, Matt?
he would like time it perfectly to take off while it was still red.
Yeah, I do that too sometimes.
But it was back when we would like kind of regularly like try to race people.
Yeah.
on
In
the
our,
street,
in our mediocre high school cars.
at lights. But Matt would like, what would he do? Like look in his rear view?
Yeah,
mirror?
because one thing that I notice is once you start driving stick, you learn the pattern of lights.
Yeah.
And to anticipate them. Because when you first start driving stick, you suck.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you
You're
want to be like ready
Right.
for it. Like if you're caught off guard
Yeah.
by a green light.
you don't want to
you're
look like a chump.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit. And so you learn when like, oh, the arrow
Goes
is
first.
going yellow or
Yeah.
like whoever, like you just learn when you're about to go.
Yeah.
And so he would do that. Like we'd be like cruising around on Friday night or whatever. And he'd be lined up with someone who like maybe wanted to race or something.
and someone that was in a way better car.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
His-
frequently in, so it'd be like a Mustang.
He was in like an Altima.
Yeah, and we were in like a Civic DX. We were in like a 93
Yeah,
like
5-speed.
4-door purple Civic, just like puny little car. And they'd be in like something.
Yeah.
And he would time the lights
To where
so
like
he'd
the
wait.
cross light would turn red, he would go.
So he would he would punch it. So he'd be like entering. He'd be like 2 feet into the intersection.
Yeah.
and it would then turn green.
Yeah.
It was a risky move,
But it worked.
but it would work. And so he'd just like bolt up to like 20, and then he'd let off.
Yeah, his reaction time was like negative point.
Yeah, it was like,
Yeah.
it was like negative 1 second. And so he wouldn't like dump it, but like he'd go pretty aggressively as if he were racing. And they would frequently
Yeah.
like
Try to
blow
catch up.
past or
Yeah.
something. Because like you're not going to catch someone who left a second before you.
Yeah.
I don't care what kind of car you're in. You could be on fucking foot. Like, and so he'd just like fuck these people over. And so he'd shrape. That's what we used to
Yeah.
say. We'd shrape people.
Became
It
a
was
verb.
so funny when he used to do that, man. It was so funny because he wouldn't give any indication he was racing, but it was like a car where
Sometimes
like,
I think
they
sometimes he
probably-
would.
Yeah.
too. I think like he would sometimes do it like 2 nights in a row.
Yeah.
Like he'd do it once, and then like the person would really want to race him the next time,
just so
and then he'd just
unfair.
do it again.
Yeah, that was funny. as
It's
hell.
not there's any fucking rule. No, you left
Yeah.
before the
Get back here.
You left this illegal race.
Disqualified.
Yeah, God, that was funny.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, he was ballsy with that.
Mm-hmm.
He used to go. He used to stray people real good. Oh man. What is smart traffic lights versus dumb ones? Is that worth talking about?
I don't think that's not mine.
That's not mine. I'm not touching.
Was it?
I don't
I think that
know.
was yours, bro.
Oh, really? Is that my fault?
What the hell is
Well,
a
go-
smart
well,
traffic
well,
light?
one other
Like the
thing I-
ones with cameras that
Yeah.
or sensors that can detect.
The one other thing that I have to say about timing traffic lights is, do you ever get like super fucking pissed off when it's like the wrong order?
What do you mean?
When-
the ones where it's like
where the left turn doesn't go
Straight
first.
traffic.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah.
empty the
Yeah.
straight
You're just
traffic.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, those like weird ones. It's usually a very busy intersection where it'll like do weird stuff.
Yeah,
And,
it's like
the,
the cars going straight will go
Yeah.
before the
left turn people.
and then they'll
Yeah.
you know what the fuck.
the stuff that like I still don't do it, but you'll be at a red light at like 1 a.m, no one on the road, and you're just fucking waiting. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe that's what this is.
I just
Smart.
started going through those.
Do you? Do you go for it?
a lot usually.
Like you'll look around and just go for it. Yeah, I still don't.
I won't blow through it. I'll stop.
Yeah, stop. But it's like, why am I sitting? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what is the point here? Some light is telling me not to go. It's obviously not like monitoring traffic
Yeah.
or anything. Yeah, let's get kind of old.
I used to do that all the time. Speaking of, maybe I still think it was you that put the smart races down.
Yeah.
But like the big intersection, like right near my house,
Yeah.
I noticed that like in the last few months, it like changed from being dumb to smart.
Oh, really?
And it used to be the really stupid thing where like, because I always have to turn left to get to my house, where it's
Yeah.
like a double turn lane.
Yeah.
And it used to be like if you just fucking missed the like timing by like a half second.
Yeah, you're there
Yeah,
for like
you're there
3
for-
minutes
Yeah,
or something.
it's like I'd roll up and it'd be like, oh fuck, I think I missed it, and then like then you know the car's coming straight, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
yeah.
So like most of the time I would just run that one,
Yeah.
even if it was red.
Yeah.
Then I noticed like a month or two ago they like changed it where
Finally,
it'll
got
like
smart.
sense you coming like way down. It's okay, here's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming those are hard to upgrade because
Yeah,
I think
it's
you need
probably
like
not easy.
cameras and whatever. And it's too bad because this whole talk about like electric cars and
Oh,
like
yeah.
global warming and whatever, dude. If you just fucking
Sped up
upgraded,
traffic.
yeah, stoplights, the amount of inefficiency of just people waiting when they don't need to wait,
Right.
and like hundreds of cars. The like millions of idle hours,
Yeah.
like that happen per day across the country or whatever.
Or
Like,
it's like the ones where there's like a red light before you get on the freeway,
Oh, yeah.
right.
which I guess is supposed to like space out.
Right.
Yeah, the
Traffic.
metered traffic. I'm fine with that.
Those never. I don't really know.
They're rarely
how well
on
those work.
unless
Oh, really?
yeah, unless it's
A lot of times I just blow through those.
Really?
That's like a big fucking waste of gas.
yeah.
You think so?
I mean, like come to a complete stop,
And then you have to accelerate all
fucking-
the way up to like
then
70.
then immediately go 65.
Yeah, go 0 to 65. Yeah, I guess that's true.
mean,
I think
it-
they meter it to try to control the flow of traffic,
Yeah.
even though it usually doesn't.
It's usually only
Yeah.
on around like rush hour.
But it's not like when you fucking wait. It's not like there's a space where you like, oh, there's like a huge
Yeah,
gap. and
or
then you just
usually
slide
it'll be like, okay, it's your turn. You just like edge forward into traffic. It's like, okay,
in. And it's not like there's just a huge gap waiting for you, and you. Okay,
Yeah.
I waited my turn. Oh,
yeah, here I go.
I don't even need to look over.
And the system works. Yeah, I feel like there's so much that could be improved with traffic control, and everyone's worried about like EVs and all that shit. It's like, dude, if we just fixed what we had
Yep.
now, we would probably save like
That's always the case for fucking everything.
probably save like 25%. We'd be like off foreign oil
That
like just
alone.
from doing that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Anyways. Well, thank you guys for being patrons. Your support is honestly the increased patron support is kind of what's transforming the scale of our ambitions.
Yeah.
Because like as Patreon grows, it's like, man, maybe we should try to do some like bigger stuff.
Yeah.
Like having that support behind us is really what's doing it. Even though it may not seem like much yet, because the output is still like a trickle. You guys are having an impact. So thank you very much for your support.
Absolutely.
We appreciate that a lot. You mean a lot more than all the other Bush League fans. All the other.
Please.
Tell us what you really think.
Well,
Colin.
seriously, when people are like, "Why don't you guys have more videos?" It's
Yeah.
like, if that's your opinion and you're not a patron,
Yeah.
like I just.
No, I want it for free.
Yeah, like who do you think you are? Like, I mean, I don't know. It's like, of course, we want to make more stuff, but to demand that someone works harder and to not give them any monetary support, like, sorry. Anyways, thank you guys for not being that way. It does mean a lot to us. The support really helps. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll probably have something else for you. If not, we'll see you again in September.
Or at Monterey.
Oh yeah, or at Monterey.
That's right.
We should say it here too.
Yeah.
6:30
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the
Not Taco Bell,
Box.
Jack in the Box.
6:30
Friday,
Friday,
yeah.
August 16th.
Yeah, it's the one on the way to see. We'll it'll be posted on Patreon. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you'll
Oh,
see
yeah,
it.
that's true.
But it'll be 6:30 on Friday evening.
Yeah, come on, hang out with us.
Yep.
For sure. That'd be awesome. Fly out, Carl.
Yeah.
What's up, Carl?
What's up, Carl? All right. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you enjoyed.
See you.
Bye bye.